letter grade
across?
you give the Lakers
Yesterday,
for
actually,
hiring
I was wearing a Lions
Jay?
cap because obviously you've got to do that at the moment. And someone did kind of say, well, they weren't really supportive, but they were kind of no. But there's a Facebook group that is full of UK fans, and we're all kind of planning what we're going to do if Sunday happens.
You know,
How much sleep do you plan to get Sunday into Monday?
I brought a gift for you. You know what I'm saying? I hope you like it.
1 a.m.
But
1 a.m., right?
To answer your question, Skip,
there
it is, the gift.
Because it's in Frisco.
Here you go, King of the
family
But to
is
answer
watching
your question, Skip,
that you came across 40 years ago in 85.
But check this out.
What do you want to tell them?
If the Lakers...
Well, first of all, I want to say, how many people from Detroit were on a horse and cart in Kerry in 1985? There can't be that many people with that memory.
If the Lakers buy in...
And I'm hoping, I'm hoping they're out there somewhere. Surely they're watching all the news and everything like this. Hopefully they remember being on that horse and cart.
Something respectable.
I just want to say thank you. You are my NFL Detroit Lions family.
Because when you look at the hire,
we do appreciate it.
I think you
thank you
have
so
to
much.
hire that somebody
We'll be in
LeBron
touch. Hopefully we can find this family.
And I just think
hopefully they're out there.
Their relationship,
even if
he's
they're not,
going to
I've
respect
had a fantastic
JJ.
time with this. And good luck to
yeah,
everyone.
he doesn't have the experience.
Hey, pride.
He's never
all grit, baby.
coached on any
Take
level.
care.
I mean, I think I heard this morning he coached the fourth graders, blah, 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 whatever. That's his coaching experience. But, I once played for a coach, Jason Kidd, and he didn't have any coaching experience. And this year, I was on Brooklyn.
The first year,
Jason
my whole world was ripped from underneath me all at once. I was not expecting to get that kind of news.
Actually, Wolmoff is still in shock over the phone call from Stellantis saying she was no longer needed at her job.
It makes me angry. I feel hurt. I feel devastated. The company sent out a letter stating that certain supplementals would be terminated due to poor performance and attendance issues. I personally have a perfect track record with the company.
A spokesperson from Stellantis says the company laid off 539 temporary employees nationwide and that it regularly analyzes staffing levels. Wilmoth was one of those workers. In a statement, the spokesperson from Stellantis continued saying, quote, "This action will help improve the efficiency, productivity, and market competitiveness of our facilities as we implement our Dare Forward 2030 strategic plan."
It's just really disgusting that a company could do this to people. And it's even more disgusting that we paid into the union for protection to be left out in the cold.
Actually, Wilmoth tells Fox 2 that she worked as a part-time employee at the Warren Truck Assembly Plant for 9 months. She was fired just as she received her paperwork to become full-time. Wilmoth believes her union misled her, especially after she participated in the UAW strike this past summer. She says she tried to get answers from the local 140 union.
I asked him specific questions about our 401ks and any benefits that we paid into while being with the company. What do we do now? Where do we go from here? He told me that he didn't have the answers to that, but he advised that we protest this and that we bring this to the news.
In a brief phone conversation with Randall Pearson of the local 140, he told Fox 2 the union did everything it could. It is unfortunate that Stellantis was heartless for what it did to those people. I feel bad for those people and their families. During a rally in Metro Detroit Monday, UAW President Sean Fain did not address the Stellantis layoffs.
We don't know, Skip, stated that this contract was a historic win for the automotive industry and that this was going to be something good for the working class, but in reality, it was a historical win for them. It did not benefit us at all.
Fox 2 is waiting on a response from the UAW. Actually, Wilmoth is currently unemployed. She's trying to unite with other laid-off workers to figure out their next move. Brandon Hudson, Fox 2 News.
We just got a statement from UAW President Sean Fain, who says, quote, Stellantis can afford to do the right thing here and provide a pathway to full-time, good auto jobs, but is again choosing to line executives and shareholders' pockets. These workers have generated Stellantis' record profits, and there is absolutely no need to lay off a single one.
You're only getting rid of that coach because you say you're moving on to the next level. You're tired of being above water. You want to get way above water. You want to be you want to be where the Boston Celtics are. Is this the right move to get you there? Not without personnel
this ain't
changes.
What this about? This hire out truly
The story of Isha Bronner and her nonprofit e-community is far from over.
This is about to be a
but in
reality
this renovated
TV show.
space, she's writing the next chapter.
Yes,
By this time next month, Isha plans to make over this office space into a hub where other women can write their own legacy.
This is about the future for them.
Even though I've
Winning a
started
championship.
something new,
It has to be.
No, it's not.
Why would you waste
the, I
don't want to call it prime years, but let's call it prime years of Anthony Davis.
Isha calls it the Women in Business Working Center. The goal is for female entrepreneurs to network and be mentored by other women who blaze their own trail.
Why would you waste that?
Like
This was a
when you
hire
come
by
together
default.
and support one another, just
You know what I'm saying?
magical
Like,
things
that really
happen.
didn't take the job, so this was
I
all they
didn't
was
get here
left
by
with.
myself.
And that may
Other
be the case,
women
but
in business
there is no all
help
that's
me.
left with because
Fox
there's
2
other
first met
guys
Isha in
that are sitting
October
around on
when
many
she showed us her
NBA
empowerment
benches
centers
that
for
either were
teens and
big
parents
head
in
coaches,
Waterford.
Wouldn't have fit with
The
this
mom
team.
of four,
But
who's from
that's not
Pontiac,
true. You didn't
built
give them
her
an
own
opportunity to
nonprofit
see if they could
e-community
fit.
from her
Or
kitchen,
they just
providing
plain
baby
out didn't
food,
want it.
clothes, and other
Or they plain
resources
out didn't want
to
the
families
job.
in
If they
need.
didn't want it, who
She's
knows
moved her
what the
operations
case is.
to a
I
storefront
see
on West Huron
growing pains
and will open the
because a
Women
lot
in
of what I
Business
said
Working Center
earlier,
next
Paul,
door.
just said.
It's like a hub.
X and
That's
O's.
what I want to create.
Yeah,
like
he's
a
all
space where it's
cool
like,
on the
all right,
court
you
as a
need,
player.
You know,
But to be
marketing
able to
got this lady
communicate
that can
those
do it.
X's
You
and
need this, you
O's
got
to
that. And then
other
bringing in
guys
some
outside
other
of
community
LeBron
partners that I work with as well. Saying,
is going to be important. As I said last week, and I don't know if Paul was on the show or not, Skip, but you remember me saying they don't have that guy who's going to rattle that
As women
cage on that
continue
bench
to
yet.
fight for equality
So
in pay and opportunities in the workforce, Tech Report says in 2023, more women started a business than men. 12.3 women owned a business worldwide compared to just over 400,000 50 years ago.
Coaches
and
got to
a
go
third
through
of
some of
women
those things.
owned and
Or
operated
a player
startups.
like a Westbrook that's just going to
Isha
completely
Bronner hopes that her
tune you
space
out
will help
because
continue
they
to lead
don't
women
respect
in
you
Oakland
because of
County
how
down
you
a path
talk
of
to them and
success.
treat them.
You can be a
Player
mom
relationships
and
are
still make it. You
extremely
can be a
important
single
in
mom
how
and
you
make it happen.
communicate
You
with
don't
these
have to
players.
have
You
a
can't just
degree.
think, oh, I'm the head
Like,
coach
you
of the
can still
Lakers.
make it
Because that's a
happen.
dude
So
that's the
that's what
eighth
I
guy on the
want
bench, ninth guy
to,
on the
like,
bench
come
that
across
may not
to the
want to hear
women
that.
in business.
They
Because
don't
we
give
got
a
some
damn
dope
about
people
what
that
LeBron
are
James
doing
is saying.
some
But that's why your
amazing
coaching staff is
things, but they
important.
just
Yeah,
don't.
He may
they
not do
don't
that, but
get
he got to have
support.
somebody that can.
The grand
Absolutely.
opening for
Like, he
this
gotta
resource
set the
center will be
film.
Monday,
Absolutely.
February
100%.
5th
So
100%
in
agree.
Waterford. I'm Brandon
100%.
Hudson, Fox 2.
So it's incomplete. We'll see how it goes. His press conference is today. I want to see the suit he wears. I want to see what his hair looks like and what he says.
You know what it'll look like.
No, it might be. I mean, he might come with the skinny tie. I got to see.
Okay.
I just want to see what he, my man JJ does. I'm rooting for him, but
All right.
what can
Paul,
I say?
to the point of your T-shirt that you gave Keyshawn.
If.
There are no.
Here you go, skip with
Okay.
the if.
All right. There are no more ifs, ands, or buts. Your Celtics won it all.
Yep.
Fair and square. They deserved it. Gentleman's sweep. But when it comes to J.J. Redick to the Lakers, it is loaded with ifs, ands, and buts. All kinds of. It may put butts in the seats because it's going to be great reality. I can't wait to watch it.
J.J. Redick,
Okay?
Bronny, LeBron.
All right, but Keyshawn, after I slept on it over the weekend, if you forced me right now to give a letter grade to your Los Angeles Lakers for winding up with J.J. Redick as your coach, I'd have to give it a D because it's almost surreal to me. After I let it sink in over the weekend, it actually happened. Wait a second, because you feel an entitlement. You're still the Lakers, and I agree with you. You're still the showcase team. You're still. You still have the it factor in the league, even beyond the Celtics. They got one more championship, but you still have that it factor.
Yeah, lowest ratings ever.
Okay, you still have Hollywood. You still have pizzazz and box office and all those things. People watch what the Lakers are going to do next, even though, as I pointed out on Friday, they haven't finished better than 7th, except one time over the last 9 years. No better than 7th in the West, except for the bubble year. Yeah, you got your Mickey Mouse championship, okay? And that's it. That's the only time.
Was it? What year? The bubble?
2020.
2020, yeah.
Oh, the bubble year.
Yeah, this is
That
the
bubble
year.
bump.
Yeah. Okay.
That bubble bump.
But still, I give you this. You are still the Los Angeles freaking Lakers. And Dave McMenamin reported that you had on your number one wish list, you had Jason Kidd and Tyronn Lue, and somewhere down the line was J.J. Redick, okay? And obviously, Jason Kidd ain't leaving, and he got his new deal. And Tyronn Lue, the last place he wants to go is across the hallway to the Lakers, right? And then all of a sudden, you got this Dan Hurley just craziness going out of nowhere, just goes. And I think you got took. I think he got took to the bank and the cleaners by Dan Hurley because he smelled an opportunity. And all of a sudden, he's out. And wait, you wind up with J.J. Redick as your head coach only because he's got a podcast with LeBron James. You can't tell me without the podcast.